Hey, Sean.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
You want?
No, we'll get started in a few minutes, hey, Sean, or 2 minutes and a half.
That's cool. I'm just watching TV till it starts.
Okay. Hello again, Rebecca.
Hello. Oh. Hello. How are you? I have to, the headphones I have don't have a microphone, so every time I want to talk, I have to remember to take the headphones out and unmute. Anyway, I need to upgrade, clearly, for online classes.
Get yourself some beats.
Oh, okay. You know what's sad is I actually think I have a pair that my daughter was like, I don't really need these. She has the AirPods or whatever now, so.
Oh, well, you should steal them from her.
Yeah, recoup them is more like.
That's right. They were yours to begin with, I'm sure. And
somebody bought them, and it was.
That's right.
Yeah, no, I will try those actually. I'll do that the next session. Especially thinking about in the fall, they made the organic chemistry class live online, so that's going to be different.
Are you in my class or?
I am.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it'll be fun, Rebecca. I can tell you that. But I'll treat that'll be more like a class because that's really visual, and I'll treat that like I would a regular class on Zoom.
Not gonna lie, I really thought that would be a face-to-face class. I was very surprised when they made it electronic.
Well, it was actually my decision.
Oh, okay. You felt like you could do it online.
Well, yeah, I didn't want to do it face-to-face. I didn't think it was realistic. I just don't feel like many people would have come to class.
Oh.
They wouldn't have felt safe about coming to class, and it would have been really hard to get people to come for tests and things. So I said, "Nah, I'll just do it online."
I understand that. Okay. I don't agree with it, but I mean, I agree with your assessment, but yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, anyway, that was justification behind it.
Got
All right, we'll get started here. We're talking about the lab. Now, I just want to show you where we are in the schedule here. And we're at this point, so we're at the second part of the dropper bottle experiment. And if you were to hand this in by Friday, you would get an extra couple of points. So I think it's good to keep an eye on. The next lab coming up after that is the Voltaic Cell Lab, and that's scheduled for this Thursday coming. And then we've only got, after that, the following week, we've got the Redox lab, electrolysis, and the graphing, and that's it. And then the lab final will be in the following weeks. You'll notice I've put a blank here. That gives you time to review for the lab final. And yeah, I'll still be holding a Zoom session on this day. That's probably when I'll go over some hints and tips for the lab final as well at that point. So it'll be in 2 weeks that I'll have that session. All right, so anybody got any questions? I did go over this last time, the 10-dropper bottle. Did anybody have any questions about the 10-dropper bottle experiments? Anybody got any questions? Very briefly, I'll just go over what I went over last time with regard to that. Don't open this results section until you've done this practice quiz enough times to figure out exactly what you're doing. And if you're having trouble with that, then you need to contact me so we can get things sorted out. But if you get this done within the next 3 days, then you can get an extra bonus 5%. It's an easy lab. Rebecca, you did it, didn't you? Already?
Yes, I did the whole thing, and I did enjoy it, actually. Once I got the hang of where everything was placed.
Yeah.
It was a teeny bit confusing, I think, on the post lab.
Right.
Because it was set up a little bit differently.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In terms of like the information that was given, it was hard to deduce, but not impossible. I think I emailed you about that and mentioned, were we supposed to have kept typical reactions like for sodium hydroxide, you know, with certain things?
No, I don't think I got an email from you about it, but I'll look into it if you send me something.
You did send. I did ask you if we were supposed to record the information on the results in our lab book, because I couldn't complete the post lab without that information.
I get you. I think you can without that information. It's just that what I had to do last time was make sure that the information was consistent. But I don't know if you actually. Well, it's possible. You know, I suppose it's possible. You might.
No, because it didn't give you the colors. It just gave you reactions, and so there wasn't any way to differentiate or get a start. I mean, the only way I could do it was to go back and go, wow, that F is really reactive, and then I realized that so was sodium hydroxide.
Oh, okay. All right. Maybe I can look into that. Maybe I can even add something to the post lab that says you'll have to go back to maybe the practice quiz and take a look at that.
Yeah, it was in the practice and the results. Just, I mean, I assumed that the information that was in the previous were actual results, or you know, actual theoretical results, if you can say that together in a sentence.
Right.
So I did use that information. I mean, if there was a better way to do it, I would love to know. I just couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, I think you'd have to go back to the practice quiz by the looks of things. But that's good to know. And I can add that at least into the post lab to tell people, go back and look at the practice quiz if you're having trouble.
Yeah, but the way you explained to do it made it very, very easy. Mm-hmm. Start with the color, go with the known results of those colored things that you know, and it just falls like dominoes after that.
Right. Okay. Adam, did you have a comment to make?
Yeah. When's the results section due for the 10 dropper or the 5% bonus?
Friday.
All right. I'm definitely going to be doing that. So.
Yeah, I think everybody should. I mean, it's kind of like it was a 2-day lab, but yeah, you need 2 days for it when you do it for reals. But you don't really need it for what we're doing. It's actually a pretty easy thing. It's once you get the hang of it, you know, it won't take you too long.
Okay.
All right, so the next thing that's up after that is the Voltaic Cell. Now, the pre-lab for that is going to be due on Wednesday night, so be mindful of that. And the results for that, there's a video here, the Voltaic Cell Lab video. It goes into a lot of the calculations as we go. I want to show you this, just a little bit of it, not the whole thing, obviously. It's only short, not much to it. Minus 0.76 volts. The copper, the cathode, what's going to happen. But you'll notice I do go through an explanation of what's going on in the lab as I do it.
Right.
So it's not incredibly difficult once you've got that. It can be confusing initially. I'm not lying. It can be. But once you get it straight, you'll find it's not too bad.
Do you talk about in the video how to decide which metal will be the anode and which will be the cathode?
I go into that in great depth, Rebecca.
Excellent. Music to my ears.
Yeah, so it's not too bad once you watch it. It's only 6 minutes, the video, so you know
Yeah.
nobody can come back at me and say, "Oh, Dr. Musgrave, that was too long."
Oh. Great depth and brevity, all in one.
Yes, that's exactly right. That's what I am for. All right. So that's the Voltaic Cell Lab. The next lab after that, which is going to be on the following Tuesday, is the determination of vitamin C by Redox. I have, for that one, I'll just mention it now because you have to do the pre-lab for that. There's a video and there's a calculations video as well here for that one. So that might be helpful to you. I don't know if it's helpful so much for the pre-lab, but it might be.
Yeah.
Bless you, Adam.
Thanks.
All right. So that's pretty much it. And this one isn't too bad, but it's the calculations that are the worst part for the one coming up after that, the vitamin C one. Then after that, it's the electrolysis lab, and then we're pretty much done. I mean, the graphing lab's not that difficult. It's more or less one of those things that's really a filler for anything else, but it's not too bad. Does anybody have any questions about the Voltaic Cell Lab? I can go through the. I'll go through the. Let's see, the pre-lab. I'll go through the pre-lab for that one a little bit since you made time here to come and see it. Okay, I think if you watch the video, I think it will help as well. But there's a lot of information in the lab itself as well if you read that about how to do these calculations. Also, if you think watching the video will also help. This part here about the salt bridge, that'll be in the lab as well. And I think by watching the video and reading the lab, you'll get some real help of question 4. All right. Does anybody have any questions about any of the labs, either the one we're doing now or the upcoming?
We have like 4 weeks or 5 weeks left, or
Oh, it's more like 4. It's less than 4 weeks, really.
oof.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah, things are careening towards an end here, Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing it though. I'm doing it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
All right. Does anybody have any questions? Anything at all about the lab? Oh, Sean, Rebecca, you good?
I have not gotten into the calculations yet. I mean, we were just doing it in the lecture as well.
That's right.
I think it seems pretty straightforward. Me personally, I might be a little confused on the keeping the oxidation or reduction straight and where that's happening, but I think there's a lot of, it's actually spelled out pretty clearly in the lab manual, so.
Yeah, and the video. So watch the video too.
Yeah, and I have not done that yet.
All right. I think you'll like it.
Pretty good.
Sean?
I'm good.
Okay, good. All right, folks. Well, thanks for coming. I guess we'll leave it at that. Adam, you good?
Oh, I actually sent you a personal email.
All right. I'll take a look at it.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be like attending a couple of tutoring sessions throughout this week for chemistry and just like understanding that. So I mean, like, good riddance on my past due stuff. I'm just gonna do it just for the grade reduction, and that's it.
All right.
I'll just do that.
Well, we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody got anything else? Okay, we'll leave it at that, and I'll talk to you all later.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a good week.
You don't mind if I can actually talk to you about the tarot reading?
Oh yeah, we can do that later.
All
I
right.
mean, we can do it. Actually, we can do it now if you like. I'll just stop the recording here. We can talk now if you want.
All right.
All right. Let me see what's going on.